everybody's favorite board brand, Element, for about the last week has been posting these on their profile, which they're using to sell like the t-shirts and stuff that they're making, and they're doing all of this shit. Like, I don't think I have to explain what's going on here to anyone if you're paying attention to the way that the skull, like the way that it's moving as it's walking. No, that's definitely not a person in an outfit here. Are you serious? Look at these. Look at the way that the hand's moving. These aren't real videos or animated or anything. This brand is using AI art to sell real art, which is kind of garbage. Yeah, these are so bad. Oh, and this is the dumbest comment I've ever read in my life in response to this. People talk so much shit about AI. Wow, didn't know that we had so many Amish people in our society. Y'all really hate technology, don't you? I don't. The, are you serious? Oh, it's so bad. I know that it's Element, and like nobody really loves Element, right? Like it's not anybody's favorite brand anymore. They've kind of gone downhill. I think that their team might actually have some cool people still on it. They've got Westgate, they've got Gabriel Fortunato, Yako, Matters, Vittoria, Funa Nakayama, Rio Sajiri. They're flowing currently. Who are they flowing? That's like a known name. Bruno Senra. Kenny. They're flowing Kenny Stanley currently, apparently. Noah DeJager. So they've got good dudes on their team right now. Oh, they've got a Yukito Aoki as well. Yeah, so like their team isn't bad. Joao Neto, I don't. Do I know who that is? I don't see him on here. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I see him. Who is this? He's from Portugal. That's all I know. Yeah. But like I don't know, man. Just like that shit is so. The main reason I don't like it is not because like I love Element or something. I mean, Elementality Volume 1 was my first skate video. Um so of course like Element does have like somewhat of a special place in my heart, but not the last 10 years of what they've been as a brand. Like I don't have any like real special feelings about Element at all. But what I think this kind of does is it sets a precedent for other skate brands if they get lazy with advertising their products on like social media and stuff, where like literally all you have to do is get a dude who skates on the team or whatever to wear a t-shirt in the middle of like an alley down the street, or like just find like a 6-stair handrail and like just backsmith the handrail or something and get a photo of it in the shirt. Like that's really all you have to do as a brand. And that's not, in my mind, that's not a whole lot of effort. I know that this is like a collaboration with like some other brand or something, but like I don't think that this is a good idea to do as a brand, particularly when you're selling items that have art on them, and like AI art is kind of like the reverse of art, really. I don't even like using the word art. It's like AI generated media is kind of the more appropriate term to use, because it's, I don't know, art is kind of like giving it like, it's kind of like when, yeah, I mean, they did a few Muska graphics lines, and that was kind of the end of them in my mind being like a cool brand. They've always had cool people on their, like I said, like they've got cool people on their team now, but like they've had awesome people on their team for a really long time. People like Levi Brown, Darrell Stanton, Tony Tave, Bam, obviously, Jake Rupp, Tosh Townend. Like just a lot of really good skaters have skated for Element over the years. Even skaters that like you don't even really think of as Element anymore. Like Boo Johnson was an AM. Dude, Soichiro is so good. Just the few clips that I saw in like Elementality and in This Is My Element, just like both of those are his clips in both of those. Jimmy Lannon, the switchback 3 on flat, dude. Like switchback 3 on flat in 2007 in a line. Yeah, well, it's not even really that of like the supporting artists, because they clearly support that artist making the like a graphic for them or whatever, or they support the brand that they're doing the collaboration with. To me, I don't really think that it's a level of like laziness in this particular instance. I think it's them trying something new. And the majority of these comments are negative. Like, you did the artist dirty. This is bad ethics as a company. This ain't it. When's the funeral for the company? Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, but this is something that's entirely different for everything else. Like, this isn't the same thing as like, it's why trial and error exists, but it's not the same thing as regular trial and error with like, oh, we tried this new technology in our shoes, or we tried this new like graphic style. This is kind of an abandonment of things made by people. You know, it's stooping to a new low as a company. And like them doing that kind of surprises me, for the fact that it surprises me that Element is still around right now as a brand. The fact that they did this and literally nobody likes it, it is, I actually think it's lower than Supra's rebrand, because like, at least when it comes to doing collabs with like Bored Apes, the people who made the Bored Apes made all of the designs for all the NFTs, right? They personally made all of the little like things that go into each NFT by like digitally drawing them. This is nobody doing anything. This is somebody typing in words for this. And that is an entirely different low, in my opinion. And like the new like Super shoes look like ass, to be sure. They're horrible, but a person designed them. There's no person involved in an AI art anything. You type things in and you get results. The best looking one is the one that you take, but best looking is kind of a relative term here. It doesn't look as good as if somebody actually, you know, sat down and drew this acoustic guitar playing like three-headed dog thing, because at least like the fingers would move like real fingers, and the frets and the strings wouldn't be wiggling around at every little action. Oh, for sure Supra could have stooped to this level. I haven't really been keeping up with them lately. Let's take a look. I'm not seeing any AI art. The shoes are still ugly as shit though. They're still Alibaba dunks. Dude, are they platforms? Or do they just have really tall outsoles? Dude, that looks... They make better looking children's shoes, dude. I swear to God, man. And to think both of these brands that I've talked about in this segment, Chad Muska used to skate for both of them at the same time. How the mighty have fallen. Poor Muska. Well, he got out quick. He's doing like signed $100 shorties boards now, which is way better than anything these guys are doing, for sure. And I think he's working with S, too. And farming. True. What's the name of his fucking... Oh, yeah, he has a little, Yes. He's got a little guy whose name is Dig Dug, which is fantastic. This is what he's doing now. This makes me so much happier than everything I was just talking about. Look at this little guy. He's just chowing down on carrots and shit. The chicken mafia. Oh, yeah. What a king, man. Not an NFT or AI generated image in sight. Oh, yeah, you sent Joao Neto part. This is 6 minutes. Man, maybe I'll fit it in later or something. It's in my history now anyway. All right. I think that's good though. I think I said my points sufficiently on what I thought about that. So, I wonder who, like, if we could actually place bets on who the next skate brand will be that does like an actual... Who do you think would be the first brand that would do an AI generated graphic? Because that was something I was... Disorder? DGK? I don't know. They would do something collaborating with NFTs because like Stevie has been talking about how much he actually has hope for like crypto and NFTs and shit, but I don't know if they would go to the AI art level. Disorder I can see. My mindset is I think of brands that have been started by Lord Williams, yeah. Brands that have been started by Street League pros in the last 10 years. Those are the first ones that I would think to make AI generated graphics, right? Because I feel like they're... Some of them are started on so much less of a vision. Definitely not Uma? No, definitely not. But like, I don't think of Evan Smith as like a Street League skater as much as like Shane O'Neill, Paul Rodriguez, Cody McIntyre, and God, what's the other brand I'm thinking of? Tori Pudwill. Thank you. I could see one of those doing an AI generated graphic, just because I don't know, maybe that's a little bit of a Snake Farm. Absolutely, dude. Just because I think like so many of those brands, I feel like when dudes start a brand like that, it's not the same as like, not to sound like an old head or whatever, because this is even before my time, but like when somebody like Ed Templeton or Jamie Thomas starts a board brand, there's like a vision there. Thank you. I don't know, man. Have you seen the t-shirt and grip tape combos T-Puds was running at some of those contests, man? Yeah. AI April boards would... I mean, I don't know. It's just because I feel like dudes like that start brands. Like, obviously we have April to thank for Yuto actually being a pro skateboarder, because it seemed like if he was going to stay at blind, like that shit wasn't going to happen for him. But yeah, the Jerry Sue Day One thing is actually really cool. So like that kind of elevated my opinion of Thank You a little bit as a brand. So maybe I'll cut them out of that, but like April, Disorder, Primitive, Snake Farm, those are all brands that are definitely on the might possibly do AI art. But the thing that I was kind of more thinking was like brands for like a super long time were started with a vision, and now it kind of seems like people just want to turn people pro or like hang out with certain dudes all the time, which is cool, but like I don't know. Half of the reason why people buy boards nowadays is because of the graphics. You got some people out there that are real specific with like shapes and wood and stuff like that, but those are people who are pretty like specific about their skating. I don't know. Honestly, I'm down for Jerry Sue getting his flowers anyway, because anywhere he can, because like that dude is so fucking cool. The main thing that I love about Jerry is he started a skate brand that is not like a queer centric brand at all. And he right now owns the board brand that has the only pro trans skateboarder that isn't on like a queer centered brand. So Jerry doing that is so cool to me. So like him, like that put him so much higher. I already loved his skating so much, but like him doing that is very important. And their guest model too looks so nice. I am going to actually try to cop that for Skate Shop Day for sure. You might actually end up seeing that behind me along with another collector board that I've got. Just maybe starting a little bit of a wall in that corner. When we have a house, I mean, I've got stuff that'll work for that won't like leave anything in the wall.